So we will be talking about designing organizational structure of chapter 7. My name is Onikriti Dangi, and we're gonna be talking about the designing organizational structure. So it is the process of arranging and coordinating jobs, tasks, and workflows, authority, and communication within an organization so that it can achieve its goal effectively and efficiently. It involves like a division of work, departmentalization, chain of command, span of control, centralization, and decentralization with the formalization in the company. I will be talking more about the grouping tasks into the jobs with the job design and organizational structure. It can be explained as like a combining related tasks, forming one job position and assigning to that one employee that's the best fit in the company. The purpose of the job design is very simple. It is to improve the efficiency of the company, increase the specialization, and the clarifying responsibilities among the employees and the job. It is a part of organizational structure because it supports the division of labor. It defines the responsibilities and reporting, which also should align with the company goals. The most of the time, it works with identifying the tags, grouping similar activities, and assigning to different positions. One example would be receptionists. They will assign the work like answering calls, scheduling appointments, and greeting clients. And when they specify the activities, they will put in a job. That will be a receptionist. There will be some advantages to the group designing in the company, which will be leading to a higher productivity, clear accountability, and just a better performance and evaluation with the employee because they will be assigned a single role responsibility, which will be easier for a company to evaluate their employees at that point. However, there will be some disadvantages as well. There will be possible job boredom because they will be just a repetitive tasks of what they're good at, and there will be less flexibility. As I said, there will be just one specific role or one like a similar task they will be assigned with a position they will be offered at a job. Same like a risk of over specialization because they will be doing a similar type of job over and over. However, that being said, this is important to organization because this is very special for the structure design, which also improves the organization efficiency and supports the business success.
Hi everyone, my name is Matthias, and today I'm going to talk about the different types of organizational structures that managers use and why choosing the right one is actually really important for how a company performs and grows. So basically, the next question is how do we organize all these roles? And that decision creates the company structure. First, we have the functional structure. This is when a company groups people based on what they do, like marketing, finance, operation, or IT. This structure is pretty common, especially in smaller or more stable companies. It works well because people with similar skills work together so they can learn from each other, improve faster, and become more specialized. It's also easier for managers to supervise performance since everyone in the department does related tasks. The problem with that is as the company grows, departments can become too independent and focus only on their own goals instead of the company's overall strategy. When companies get bigger or start offering different products, they often move to a divisional structure. Instead of organizing by function, they organize by product, region, or type of customer. For example, in a product structure, each product line has its own division, almost like a mini company with its own marketing and finance teams. In a geographic structure, divisions are based on regions, which helps companies adapt to different markets around the world. And in a market structure, division focus on specific customer groups, so the company can better meet different customer needs. In industries that change quickly, like tech, companies might use a matrix structure where employees report to two managers, one functional, one product manager. It's flexible and encourages collaboration, but it can also be confusing. That's why some companies prefer a product team structure where cross-functional teams report to one leader and work closely together towards shared goals. At the end of the day, managers choose the structure that best fits their size, strategy, and how fast their environment is changing. And with that, I'll pass it over to Fernanda. Thank you.
So now I'm going to explain coordination, functions, and divisions. What's coordination? In this case is that all the departments have to understand where they're walking to and how efficient they have to communicate for them to reach to that goal. That way everybody can be happy, and there is like a couple ways to do it. And there's a couple things that the employees must know. You must know who's your authority, who you're reporting everything. That goes with the third point. Then everybody has to have the shared goal about it. And last and not least, the little departments, they have to have, of course, the head of everything, the boss of everything, and then their own boss of their own department. For example, the CEO of the whole company, and then is the boss of the department of marketing, as an example. But of course, there's like the informal communication that it goes with people make relationships. That's the human nature. They make friends and they just talk through WhatsApp, through Zoom, informal Zoom, video calls, and text messages, and it's fine. But you still have to do it in a formal way so that everything works in a nice way. To summarize this whole chapter, basically, is that functions creates specializations, divisions creates organization, and coordination is what makes everything works. Without coordination, there is no structure in a company. Thank you.